All right, so once you have your portfolio started, you can begin working on submission 1. And according to your orange portfolio submission 1 information sheet, there's about 8 things that you need to take care of for this submission. And the first one is your introduction. So to do that, it's on just the first page, should open up the first thing when you open your portfolio. You are going to go into edit, and once you edit, you'll have this menu box that you can add and edit the text and also add images and files if you need to. So the first thing you want to do is type your introduction about yourself, and it says 4 to 5 sentences about who you are, why you want to be a teacher. So I'm just going to type a little bit. I want to be a teacher because it should spell check for you, but just make sure you do double check the spelling. And it says my last name is incorrect, so of course it's not. You can just add that to our spell checker. Make sure you do take the time to spell check things. You can delete what's in red, and you'll want to have the font in black if possible. So we can change that to black here. So 3 to 5 sentences. Make sure you spell check. A good piece of advice that you might think about doing is type your information in Word first and then copy and paste it into LiveText, just in case something happens while you're typing that you don't lose all of your work. Portfolio submission 1 is the shortest, or is shorter than the second one, with not as much typing into the document itself. So you may not need to use that as much, but if you're frustrated with things quitting on you in the middle, or if your internet connection might not be as strong as you would like, you can always type it in Word and then copy and paste it and not worry about losing work. You do want to put an image of yourself on your introduction, so you can go down here to Insert Image, and you can click on Edit. And if you don't have any files uploaded, you just go to Upload New File and find it on your computer. And I actually have one that I got ready here, so we will upload this one. And you can upload a picture that has more than you in it. If you have a family picture or a picture of you with some friends, you can upload it. Just make sure that if you're not the only person in the picture, that you tell us in your narrative in that section which one you are. So I'm going to click Save and Finish. And now I have a really big face there, and I am done with this. And it should be completed. So you can go back in here and edit it some more if I want to. That image is really big, so if you want to make that smaller, you can. But that's all you want to do for your introduction. And next is your teaching philosophy statement. And if you have not taken role of the teacher, or do not still have that document from your role of the teacher class last summer, you can write a new philosophy of teaching. It says in a 2 to 3 page essay, just talk about your beliefs about education, what you value, what the purpose of education is, how kids learn best, all of those things. And it kind of talk about the student, the teacher, the families, and your community, and how your role as a teacher impacts all of those things. On D2L, in the portfolio information folder, I also added just some different tips and ideas on writing the philosophy. And there is no set format, but you do want to just use standard formatting and talk about what you believe about teaching. And notice you will submit a third one, or a second one in submission 3, that you will revise and edit your philosophy after you've been through the program and in your student teaching, and hopefully that you'll see some growth between the first philosophy and the second philosophy, and how your thoughts have changed and evolved over the course of the next year, or 2 years from when you wrote the philosophy. So if you have your philosophy of teaching, you can upload it or copy and paste it into this section. If you do not, you can just rewrite it. And it does say to copy and paste it into this section. So again, you'll go into Edit, and you will delete the red, and you'll want to keep this, and you'll write the semester and year that you wrote it. So let's say you wrote it in summer of 2017, and then you can just type it in here or copy and paste it into here and hit save. You can also submit it as an attached file just in case if you choose to, but you do not have to as long as you have it written in there. And again, don't forget to spell check, because it will not spell check for you. So that is the philosophy of teaching. Your field placement record is next, and it is also something that you edit here in LiveText. And you notice it has the course title, the school that you did your placement in, and all of those things. So for each of the placements you've been in so far, you will complete this record. And if you did one at TCC, you can also include it here. You would just write in the course title and number of hours that it was TCC placement, and if you have the course code, you can put it in there, and the number of hours. So you'll have your one from last fall that you did in Union, and then you should also have your middle school placement, whatever it is that you're going to be placed in for this semester. And if you have any others from any other schools, you would put it in here. So if you're not sure about the socioeconomic status and diversity and things like that, it has a database up here, the schoolreportcard.org, and you can click on that to get that information for your different placement schools. So you should have at least 2 on here, if not 3, by the time you turn this in on March 1st. You do not know your middle school placement yet, but you will in the next week or 2, and you can come in and fill that in. So that is your field placement record, and you'll update that each time you do a portfolio submission.